GB News presenter Patrick Christys was left up in arms after one of his guests accused him of racism during a heated debate about the ongoing migrant crisis. GB News host Patrick Christys slammed one of his late-night guests Fahima Mahomed after she accused him of spouting absolute rubbish when discussing racism. On Thursday night, June 12, the 33-year-old presenter welcomed the health and wellness practitioner onto the show to discuss some of the biggest stories hitting the headlines. The pair locked horns in a fiery debate regarding the migrant crisis after the government's pledge to end the use of asylum hotels. Patrick argued that Britain is undergoing a rapid demographic change which is heightening community tensions and causing many Brits to whether the country's values are being upheld. In the heated discussion, the People's Channel star, 33, referenced the anti-immigration riots breaking out in Ballymena, Northern Ireland. He began, "I personally feel that people who are born British, born here, who have chosen to live somewhere of their own free will, who have worked hard, paid taxes and abide by the law, have a right to be concerned about whether or not local properties in the area they live in are going to end up accommodating 5 Somalian families. I think they've got a right to be worried about that." Muhammad was quick to shut down the presenter when he mentioned Somalia as an example and argued that it doesn't matter where people come from. She asked, "Why are you picking on certain groups and making it a problem?" Which he immediately hit back with, "I'm not making it a problem. If you let me explain myself, I happily will." After brushing off several interjections from the left-wing political commentator, he continued, "I think people have a right to want to protect the culture and identity of where they currently live." Muhammad asked, "What does that mean anyway? We're all different. You are picking people from certain groups and demonizing them." It was at this point that the broadcaster put his foot down, vehemently insisting no I'm not before accusing Muhammad of not caring about what Britons want. He fumed, "You might not care for British people saying they have a right to want a more homogeneous and less of a breakneck speed rapid demographic speed. That might not bother you, but that does bother some people and they have a right to be bothered." The commentator argued that it is not British values to have such concerns, suggesting Patrick is associating with colour and caste. Patrick snapped, "I have not mentioned colour or caste once. I've mentioned culture. There's a lot of different aspects to that. It's that kind of attitude that leads to people getting incredibly happy and it does not help." She responded, "It's your attitude that leads to people jumping on the bandwagon and accusing these riots, Ballymena." Patrick was less than impressed with the comment, and branded it absolute rubbish during the explosive debate. The GB News star was livid at Mohammed's suggestion that he brought colour or caste into the debate as he issued a brutal shutdown. He concluded, "I do suggest you listen more closely in the future and don't put words in people's mouths in an attempt to make them seem racist when they're not. I tell you what, it brushes me off. It brushes me off. I don't care about being called those things because I'm not. So we're not going to have it on my show." It comes after the third night of protests in Northern Ireland on Wednesday, June 11, with protesters attacking police with fireworks, bottles, and bricks. The disorder first began on Monday, June 9, after a peaceful protest over an alleged sexual assault in Ballymena, County Antrim. During the first 2 nights, 32 officers were injured and 6 people were arrested. Officers have described the violence as racially motivated, with Assistant Chief Constable Ryan Henderson branding it racist thuggery targeted at ethnic minorities and police officers.